rallying call for Singapore during this COVID-19 pandemic is to emerge stronger together. This invocation, this aspiration, was conceived and crafted in the early phases of our war against the virus. We could not have known that many more battles lay ahead. This biological opponent should not be underestimated. It is not going to give us victory so easily. It is able to adapt to our responses with countermeasures that weaken our defenses, with variant strains more infectious, stronger than the original. I use military terms because the COVID-19 pandemic teaches us lessons that are applicable for our national defense on this SAF Day. Just as we do against biological agents, we must constantly adjust to keep up with security threats. Standing still is moving backwards and bound for failure. Can the SAF emerge stronger from this pandemic? The way the SAF has responded during this crisis gives me assurance and confidence that it can. Let me cite a few examples, but there are many more. Each time the button was pushed, activated units have performed with flying colors. In January last year, about 1,500 servicemen from the Army's CSS Command worked tirelessly to pack over 5 million masks, which eventually reached more than 1 million households. NS men from 2nd and 8th Combat Support Hospital were activated as part of their in-camp training to take care of over 5,000 COVID-positive patients at the community care facility in Singapore Expo. For more than 2 months, they exposed themselves to the risk of infection, but held strong. At the end, they completed their mission successfully. They took care of recovering COVID-19 patients, and not one soldier in the unit got infected. I visited them and found their commitment and professionalism exemplary. Apart from the BMT that was postponed during last year's circuit breaker, and some less essential ICTs deferred, other training and exercises within the SAF continued. The RSN participated in the multilateral exercise RIMPAC, as well as bilateral exercises with other navies. The RSAF deployed to Australia and the US for high-level exercises. Officer and specialist cadets continued their rigorous courses and graduated. Army units completed their ATAC evaluations and other training for active servicemen. All these high-intensity activities were completed without infections. Similarly, we have continued to upgrade SAF hardware during this pandemic. Our air defense system has been strengthened. The Army's new weapon locating radar and upgraded Bellrex mortar are operational, as are the RSN's unmanned surface vessels this year. Ultimately, resilience against any opposing force comes down to the tenacity of its people. The way SAF servicemen and women have responded to this pandemic gives me full confidence that indeed we have and will emerge stronger together against all threats. Happy SAF Day and Majulah Singapura.